Hello, 8th graders, future Aragon class of 2026. I'm Miss Sanguinetti. I'm one of the counselors here.
Hi there, 8th graders, welcome. I'm Miss Ho, and I'm also one of the other counselors at Aragon. And you take this time to meet the rest of our counseling office. So at Aragon, we have 4 counselors, and we have also 4 academic advisors. So our counselors, we have here, you see the first one up there is Miss Sanguinetti. She actually works with students with the last names A through FIE. Then we have Mr. Alicott, whose last name he works with is FIG through LE. And then we have myself. I work with families with the last name LI through ROO. And then we also have Dr. Cervantes, who works with the families with the last name ROS through Z. And then, like I said, we do have advisors, academic advisors. We have 4 individuals, Mrs. Leota, Mrs. Castillo, Mrs. Stretch, and Mrs. Bruce.
So you may be wondering, what is the role of your school counselor once you get to high school? We focused our work with you on 3 major domains: academic support, personal and social support, and career post-high school support. We want to work with you every step of the way while you're here at Aragon. We work closely with you to place you into the courses that you want to take. We are constantly reviewing your academic progress, also helping you plan for graduation. Sometimes we know that some personal or social support is needed, and so we help students get connected, find balance on campus. We help with crisis management or setting you up with outside community resources. We also work closely with you to explore your different college options, your different career options. We do a lot of exploration around that. And when come time to apply to college, we will walk you through the college application process and help you every step of the way. We also have a wonderful college and career center on our campus. On the left here, you'll see Miss Tezak. She is our college and career advisor. And on the right, we have Ms. Mawala, who is our scholarship and financial aid advisor. They will be helping you tremendously throughout your time here. You can come in and visit and get to know them even in your 9th grade year. But when you'll be utilizing both of them the most is probably in your junior and senior years, when it does come time to start thinking about the process for life after high school. I definitely want to cover graduation requirements, because when you get to Aragon, it's really important that you are familiar with these graduation requirements and what it takes to earn a diploma from Aragon. We have a subject area requirement, and we also have a credit requirement. So I'm going to briefly go through our subject area requirements. English, you all will be taking English every year that you're in high school. Every time you take a course, at the end of the year, you could earn 10 credits if you pass the course. So that means that each semester, you'll be earning 5 credits for every course that you pass. Social science, you need 3.5 years, equaling 35 credits. Mathematics is 3 years, equaling 30 credits. Science, you need 1 year of a life science and 1 year of a physical science. And usually you'll finish those requirements in your 9th and your 10th grade year. World language is 1 year, equaling 10 credits. We have a visual and performing arts requirement, also known as a VAPA, of 1 year. A career technical education, which is also known as a CTE, 1 year. You'll be taking physical education for 2 years. Health for 1 semester. And then all of your other courses, other than your main subject areas, would be considered elective. So we ask that students fulfill 40 credits worth of electives. And then there's also a credit total that you need. That magic number of credits that you need to earn that diploma is 220, okay, 220. A term that you will also hear pretty often when you are in high school is the A through Gs. And you might be asking yourself, what are the A through Gs? The A through Gs is a term that the 4-year colleges use to explain what their college eligibility requirements are. So there are a set of subject requirements that students need to pass with Cs or higher in order to be eligible for a 4-year college. The good thing about the A through G requirements is that our graduation requirements at Aragon align very closely with the A through Gs. So I'm going to go through the A through Gs, which is the college entrance requirements. And I just want to show you that we are aligned with the graduation requirements. So the area A is social science. So we wanted 2 years to graduate, and the colleges want 2 years as well. Area B is English. If you can remember, we wanted 4 years to graduate. Colleges, they're going to want 4 years as well. Mathematics is also 3 years, same as Aragon's graduation requirements. But as you can see, there's a 4-year recommendation from the colleges. Lab science is 2 years, but 3 to 4 years is recommended. Okay. World language is 2 years. So this is one area that does differ from our graduation requirements. For graduation, you remember we only require 1 year, but for 4-year colleges, they require 2 years, and it does have to be the same world language. And as you can see, they recommend that 3rd year. 1 year of a visual and performing art, and 1 year of a college prep elective. All courses must be passed with a C- or higher. Do 9th grade courses count for college? The answer to that is absolutely. Yes, it does. When you step foot on this Aragon campus, everything that you do does count for college. They want to see what you're taking in your 9th grade year. They want to see that you're challenging yourself. We ask that you start Aragon trying your best in all of your classes. We have tons of support here for you, so we know that you will be doing great when you arrive. This here is a snapshot of a 6-period day, all 4 years. And the reason that we like to show this is to show that you can fulfill all of your graduation requirements and then some by taking 6 classes each year. 7 classes is not required. It's really not even recommended for a 9th grader. We really want you to come in and find balance with your schedule. And so it's important to know that if you took 6 classes each year and you passed all of your classes, you would end with 240 credits. So that's already 20 credits above the requirement that we want you to have for graduation, which is 220, okay? So just plan to work with your counselor when you get here to Aragon to make sure that we are setting you up for success and you're not overloading yourself. This is a sample 9th grade schedule. All students will be coming in taking English. All students will be coming in taking a semester of ethnic studies as well as a semester of health. Every student will be taking math. Every student will be taking biology. That will be your science course next year. You also will be taking PE. And then your 6th class could either be a world language, maybe a visual and performing art. And that 7th class is really optional, and it is kind of saved for students that are wanting to get into individual programs such as AVID, leadership, maybe our publications, or even our support classes. So we really utilize that 7th class for those type of programs.
So let's go through each class one by one. So as you may know, at Aragon, we have 2 different types of English classes. One that's called English 1, and then English 1 AS, which stands for Advanced Standing. So many students ask, what is really the difference between the 2? And both classes are college prep, which means it fulfills college's expectations of what a freshman should be taking during their 9th grade year. So for those who are interested in reading outside of class, really like to delve into the books. Maybe you're the type of students who are willing to wait in line at Barnes & Nobles and trying to get the next installment of your favorite series. If that sounds like you, then English 1 Advanced Standing, or AS, is really the type of class for you. For the English 1 class, most of the reading will be done in class, and also it is at grade level. And some of the work homework workload is also done in class. Not too much work is done outside of class, although there are definitely projects and things like that you do have to do outside of class. But for the most part, those are the two main differences between the two classes. Then you also have 1 semester of ethnic studies and then 1 semester of health. Some students may start with ethnic studies first, and some others may start with health. Either way, just know that at the semester, you will actually just flip-flop and you'll take the other class. Mathematics, you do have to take 1 full year of mathematics. As you could see here from the chart, if you are a student who's currently in Math 8 right now at your middle school, you will be going into Algebra 1. If you are currently taking Algebra 1 currently in your in your 8th grade math class at your middle school, you will be entering into geometry at Aragon. Then you can actually see the progression of the other math classes you can enter into after the completion of Algebra 1 and geometry. And I do want to say that we do not recommend, nor do we allow for any summer school advancement. There is actually some families who do ask us if they can take summer school prior to coming into Aragon. If you want to take summer school and you want to do it for enrichment, definitely that is something that you can do, but we do not offer, nor do we recommend any summer school for advancement in math. And here is a full picture of all of their math courses that we offer to all of our students, as we understand that some of our students might be beyond the 8th grade Algebra 1 level. If that is you, then you can see the other different math classes that are offered here at Aragon. Biology fulfills the life science requirement, both for college and high school graduation. And then PE, we do have 2 years of PE that both are freshman and sophomore years to complete. And it is a high school graduation requirement. And for those who might remember from earlier when Ms. Sanguinetti explained the college requirements, you'll notice that it is not a college requirement for PE, but it is a graduation requirement for us. CTE is also, it stands for Career Technical Education, and the only class that is available and open to our incoming 9th graders is food and nutrition. If you're not necessarily interested in that course, that's okay, because you can have, you could take Career Technical Education, either your 10th grade, 11th, or 12th grade. You still have another 3 years to complete the CTE requirement. And as you can see there are other types of CTE courses offered at Aragon. There's digital photography, there's computer science, video, biotechnology, and engineering technology. World language, we do have science, Japanese, and Spanish here that's offered at Aragon. And then we also have a specific Spanish course that is for native speakers. So if you are a native speaker, meaning you do speak Spanish at home, but may need some support in the reading and writing, then this is the correct class for you. For those who may have experience with whether it's Chinese, Japanese, or Spanish, we do have placement tests. So on Wednesday, March 23rd, for those who want to take a placement test for Chinese, we are offering that from 4:15 to 6:15 on that day. And then Japanese is going to be from 4:45 to 6:45. We are still trying to determine this placement test for Spanish, and we will definitely let you know once we are make that determination. When you are choosing your courses for next year, there is going to be an option for you to select what time you would like to come in to take your placement test. Now we're moving on to visual and performing arts. We have it into these categories. We have art, ceramics, drama, tech theater, and dance. As you can see, we have both beginning, intermediate, and advanced. This program has really expanded. We started with beginning and only advanced, and then now we even have an intermediate. So we have a really amazing dance program here. And then you might have heard also of our music program. So as you can see here, this music program at Aragon is not for someone who is just entering into music, not for someone who wants to learn how to play a musical instrument. It does require the ability to read music and at least 1 year of experience. And we do have choir. And for those who are interested to be a chamber singer and to be a part of our a cappella group, that does require an audition. We also have support classes. So support classes, you might ask yourself, I'm not too sure if that would be me. So for English support, that enrollment will be simply based on your current English grades, current and past English grades in middle school, as well as your test scores. Guided studies is another support class that we have here at Aragon, and it is based on both grades and teacher recommendation. We also take student and family interest into account as well. And guided studies is really a class that it's a small class that really tries to help the student as a whole, not just academically, but there might be also supports in terms of the mental health piece. The teacher also has their own curriculum that works with students to deal with time management, organizational skills, to work on trying to build communication. What does it mean to communicate with your teachers, with other classmates? So it's definitely a more well-involved course that many of our students find very supportive and helpful. And then for our electives, we do have our newspaper, part of our journalism program here. And it's called the Aragon Outlook. We won different awards. You could see it online. It's pretty awesome. And it comes out, Ms. Sanguinetti, does it come out every quarter, I believe?
Quarter. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then we have our yearbook. And so the yearbook has so many different roles, as does the newspaper as well. Everything from being a photographer to being a staff writer, an editor, to being a reporter. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely please reach out to our newspaper or our yearbook. And now let's hear more from our AVID program, an amazing program that we're so proud of here at our Aragon campus.
Hi, Future Dons. My name is Miss Chiaro, and I teach the sophomore AVID class. I'm also one of the AVID co-coordinators.
And I'm Miss Caldwell. I currently teach the AVID seniors, but I'll be teaching AVID freshmen in the fall, and I'm the other AVID co-coordinator.
So you may be wondering, what is AVID? AVID is a 4-year college readiness program, and it stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. It is a nationally recognized program, and AVID's mission statement is to close the opportunity gap and prepare all students for college readiness and success in a global society. So the AVID student is motivated to attend a 4-year college. We want to help get you there. You want to get there. So together we work to achieve that goal. The AVID students also hardworking and individually determined. They are willing to learn and use note-taking systems. We follow the focus note-taking system that requires you to process your notes and connect with your notes and interact and engage with your notes so you remember the information from your math class, your English class, or your biology class. So AVID is a course that helps you better prepare for success in those content areas. AVID students also need assistance in navigating the college process. It may be completely new to them. They may be the first in their family to go to college. They may be just completely like confused and need some more guidance, and we're here to guide you through that. The AVID student also has a minimum 2.5 GPA, but 2.5 to 4.0 is a sweet spot because that is the GPA that will get you into a four-year school. So we work to help support you into being the best college applicant that you can be. How does it work? Well, earlier I mentioned that we strengthen note-taking skills. We also strengthen your organizational skills. So, you know, AVID students have a 3-ring binder. You know, it's a pretty big binder. Maybe you have AVID students at your school site and, you know, you see them carrying their big binder. And that's because organized students tend to be more successful. They don't lose their homework. You know, they know exactly where their notes are. They know exactly what to study. They know, you know, when the teacher asks for a graphic organizer, you know, they know exactly where it is and they pull it out. So, you know, we help you develop and strengthen those skills. AVID students also participate in something called tutorials, and these are structured like study groups where together you identify a point of confusion from a problem in your content class, like in your English class. You bring it into AVID, and then we work through it together to help you come to an aha moment, to understand the problem and to find a solution together. So essentially, you know, we better prepare you for success in high school and in college and beyond in your chosen career. Through, you know, college research and career research, you know, we want to make sure that, you know, you are pursuing what you are passionate about. And if you don't know what that is, that's fine. You know, we'll take quizzes, we'll do activities to kind of discover where our strengths lie. Also, in AVID, you become part of a community of learners. We like to call ourselves an AVID family, and not just because we're really close, but because we're all in it for the same reason, that we are here because we want to succeed. We want to go to a four-year school.
So AVID is not only focused on the academics and post and that, you know, meeting that post high school goal, but we also build on a lot of other skills. And like Ms. Chiaro said, work on, you know, maintaining our family. And so we take time to learn leadership skills. We also do get to take college field trips, set foot on campus, and also bring in guest speakers. And that can be guest speakers, you know, for any which reason, a lot probably focused on career. We do also, so each year, you know, when we're not in a pandemic, we do take a college field trip, both pretty locally and to Southern California, and then also do a cultural field trip where we get to go experience something pretty close in our community that otherwise students may not have the opportunity to access. So we've gone to the San Francisco MoMA. I'm not sure, Ms. Chiaro can speak to a few more probably that we've done, but just getting out there and experiencing life beyond college.
Yeah, the Academy of Science, the Exploratorium. We saw we saw a Shakespeare play with the African American Theater Company.
Yeah, so we have a lot of fun in AVID as well. And we also do spend time researching colleges and exploring careers, and you do a little bit of that each year while you are in AVID, focusing on different aspects of that research.
This was from the Asian Art Museum, our AVID student, Brian.
Speaking of college field trips, we do each year take a SoCal field trip with our mainly sophomores and juniors. And we take a bus and load up the bus and head down south to visit colleges. I know the last time I went on the trip, we saw UC Merced, Fresno State, Santa Barbara, and I'm forgetting one. But we've been to other places like Santa Clara University, San Jose State, San Francisco State, and we try to adventure around as much as we can to set foot on college campuses so students get not only the experience of being on a college campus, but also exploring campuses that they're potentially interested in.
Yeah, and we're getting ready for our Southern California field trip in about 3 weeks. We are also not only going to UCLA and Fresno and Cal State Fullerton and Loyola Marymount, but we're also going to Disneyland. So that'll be fun.
Our application can be found at this link that you can see on the screen. And then both mine and Ms. Chiaro's emails if you have any questions and wanted to contact us directly.
All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to us. We hope to see you soon. Again, AVID apps can be found at that bit.ly link. Make sure that you capitalize AVID and lowercase app, the app. All right.
Thank you.
Bye all.
Okay, so now that we've covered the different subject areas that you will be taking in 9th grade, you're probably thinking, how am I going to select my courses for my 9th grade year? So we have provided you a wealth of information. I think the first thing that you're going to want to do is review the Aragon folder that we provided to you. So hopefully you have those in hand. The second that you're going to want to do is visit our prospective and incoming students page on our website. And it would be best to probably do this with your family. You'll go to the Aragon website, smush.org/Aragon High, find our school tab, and then click on prospective and incoming students. On that page, we will have everything that you will need to review the course selection process. We will have leadership applications, AVID applications. We will have our course catalog linked. So you'll really be able to explore that page and it will give you hopefully all of the information that you need to pick your classes. On March 11th, you'll receive an email with a link to our course selection sheet. And that is how you are actually going to choose your classes. That form will be sent back to us at Aragon. We'll be able to review your selections and get those into our ARIES student system. This is what our 9th grade course selection form will look like. It will come in the form of a K through 12 fillable form. So you'll fill out all of the fields that it is asking you to, and you will be able to submit that right to our system. For those that may still have some follow-up questions or would like to still meet with a counselor to review course selections, we are having 2 optional evenings for families to sign up for meetings with their counselor via Zoom. Those days are going to be Tuesday, March 15th from 4 to 7 p.m. and Thursday, March 17th from 4 to 7 p.m. The appointment link will be emailed to you around early March, and that email is going to be going to current registered Aragon students, okay? That night we'll be able to spend some time with you and answer any questions that you have and hopefully get you locked in for all your selections. When you make your appointment for those virtual evenings, this is what the appointment page will look like. So you'll have basically about 10-minute increments to make an appointment with a counselor. Okay, so we have some important dates that we're hoping that you could lock in. On Wednesday, March 10th, we'll have our incoming family information night from 6:30 to 8. And then, like I mentioned, we have our optional meetings with counselors that are available to you via Zoom on Tuesday, March 15th and Thursday, March 17th from 4 to 7 p.m. In the fall, we have our new student orientation on Friday, August 5th. And our first day of school is tentatively set for August 10th, 2022. We're excited to have you join our Aragon family.
And now let's hear more about our student life on campus.
Hi, welcome to Aragon. My name is Melissa Perino. I'm the Director of Student Activities at Aragon, and I teach the leadership classes.
Hello, my name is Ben Wen. I'm currently a junior, and I'm also the Aragon Associated Student Body President.
Hello, my name is Christian Wong. I'm also a junior, and I'm the Associate Student Body Vice President.
Hello, my name is Ava, and I'm the ASB Secretary. Hi guys, my name's China. I'm a junior and I'm your Aragon Associated Student Body Treasurer.
Excellent. And we get to talk to you about the fun part of high school, which is student life and what does it look like to be an Aragon student. Whenever I go to the middle schools, the students are always really nervous about what high school is going to be like. The school is much bigger. You're with kids who are, legally adults. So like, what does this look like? And one thing that I always point freshmen to come take a look at is the Aragon Is board that is located outside the leadership room over in A Hall. And this was an activity that we had the student body do where we wrote Aragon Is and then handed out Sharpies and took a look at the words that people would use to describe our community. And over here are the words that come up the most often on the board. We are inclusive, we don't exclude others, we are diverse, we are accepting, welcoming, warm. You see the word Ohana show up on the Aragon Is board quite a bit because we are a very connected community. We have lots of fun together. And we believe very strongly there's a place for everyone. And we know that, that not everyone experiences that in school, but here at Aragon, we do feel very strongly that you're coming into a strong community that supports where people support one another. We know that you are by now are probably experts at transition. You have transitioned out of school in March of 2020. You have transitioned to distance learning. You are now transitioned back into the school with masks. And so you've had a lot of experience with transitions. With high school, the number one thing that we want you to think about when you're coming to high school is what opportunities are there for me to get involved or to try something new? We want you to take healthy risks. One of the benefits of coming to a school of 1,700 kids is that we offer so many, or are able to offer so many new opportunities for you. There are new sports that you've never tried out for, new classes you've never heard of before, new traditions to take part in, dances, that maybe didn't exist in the last couple of years. So when you come to Aragon, we want you to come in with an open mind and we want you to get involved and get connected right away. All studies show that students not only perform better academically, but enjoy high school and have fun when they are connected and when they are involved in their school. So that's what we hope for you. Now, we want you to know that we already have a lot of supports in place to make sure your 9th grade experience is super awesome. And one of the first ways that we do that is through Link Crew. Link Crew leaders are about 120 12th and 11th graders who volunteer their time to make sure that you as an incoming 9th grader are connected to the community, you are having fun, you know how to navigate the school. And if you're having a problem, whether it's personal, it's academic, that they are there to support you. You'll meet your Link Crew leaders on August 5th. That is our orientation day for all incoming 9th graders. And that's a day where we play games, have fun, have lunch. We introduce you to your locker and how to get into your locker. We show you where the bathrooms are. So that August 5th day is the first day where you will meet your Link Crew leader. And you do activities throughout the year with your Link Crew leader, like pumpkin carving, or they send you like little notes in the intercampus mail letting you know that you're doing a great job. So we use students to help support other students in our community. We also have an amazing staff and faculty that at Aragon we call staffalty to make it shorter. Your teachers, your adults on campus are super invested in you, your learning, your experience. We want you to have a good time in high school. And so you have staffalty that will help support the learning and the academic sides of it. You also have an academic counselor and an academic advisor whose jobs are to help you with any academic struggles that you're having. We have wellness counselors that give social and emotional support, an amazing wellness counseling office that you can go in if you're in distress or you need to talk to somebody in order to be able to then focus on the learning. And we also have college, career, and financial aid services to help you with college and the journey to college. Lastly, in our schedule, we also have 2 days of embedded time where you can get help one-on-one with a teacher. So if you're struggling or you need to make up work or you want one-on-one help with your essay, whatever it is that you need time for your group to get together to work on a group project, we have flex time embedded into the day to make sure that all students, all 100% of our students have access to one-on-one time with their teachers. So we want to make sure that your transition from middle school to high school is as smooth and seamless as possible and that you know that you're supported. This is happening not in 2021. This is happening in August 2022, August 5th, in fact. The date will be shown later in the slideshow. And this the slideshow will be posted on our Aragon website. If you go to Our School, there's a tab that says Prospective and Incoming Students. If you click on that, we will have this slide deck linked there so that you can always go back and take a look at some of the videos. But here you can see the link crew leaders. These were our freshmen, from August of 2021. So these were our current freshmen participating in our orientation. And so your upperclassmen, your link crew leaders will guide you around school, give you high school tips. They check in with you monthly to make sure you're doing okay and that your experience here is great. We believe that all dons belong and we want you to meet new friends. And so our orientation happening on August 5th of 2022 is where you'll be going through all of these fun experiences with your link crew leader. Okay, and now I'm going to pass this on over to China.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm China, and I'm going to be going over some extension about student life, going more into depth on how you can get involved, how you can make an impact, how you can make these 180 days on our campus the best for your first year. So let's get started. So getting involved, there are so many things to do. We have so much on our campus, from clubs, sports, theaters, events, ranging from every single aspect that you could ever think of, really. And there are a bunch of ways to participate in our student life. So we're going to go through some listings of these topics. Okay, so moving on to Spirit Days and games. So for leadership, we really focus on emphasizing our climate and emphasizing all the spirit that we hold on our campus. Going through like Spirit Days, we dress up in fun themes, whether this ranges from dressing up for our homecoming Spirit Week or our winter formal Spirit Week or prom. And you can have photo shoots with your friends. We have a really lively and vibrant Instagram page that you guys can go follow. You have photo shoots with your friends where we post these photos. You can also earn spirit points for your class. We have a Dawn Baton, which is basically a spirit stick. And every single time that we have a rally or we have a Spirit Week, you can gain points for your class. And that'll go into a system where you can have your Dawn Baton up in your class hallway. And then we also have football games, which are really just emphasizing one of the biggest things that a lot of people think of when they go into high school. We have themed football games. We have Red Sea, where everybody dresses out in red. We all deck out. Or a blackout game where you dress out in black. So when you would take a photo or you would see our stands, we would all be color coordinated and spirited. We also have Pink Out for breast cancer awareness, where we really emphasize our saviors and warriors who have battled with breast cancer. This is during October. And you basically wear all pink to put in support. We also have an LGBTQ game on October as well. We dress out in rainbow, support all the people on our campus who are exploring their sexuality and are able to emphasize it here as well in a safe space. And then we also have home football and basketball games. These occur on our campus, of course, whether it's against our rivals or other teams that you can go to every single Friday, and it's really fun. And I really recommend going to them. They're great. Our football team does an amazing job. Okay, and then student life with rallies and school dances. So all of our school dances are really a big part of our school as well. We have homecoming and we have formal, and then we have prom for our juniors and seniors. Homecoming occurs around November, October time, or formal is more in winter around February and March. And they all focus on different themes. So we have theme Spirit Weeks beforehand as well. They're really fun. They're all welcome. We have a great time. And then all school rallies, we have big rallies in our gyms. We've been having them outside during this year because of COVID, but we hope that we have in-gym rallies next year. So we have dance team performances, cheer, we have teachers. We've had one where teachers have performed TikTok dances. That was really fun. And then sports teams have community bonding games, and we just have our amazing spirit. So we get all of our class colors and you dress up, and then you go on your side of the gym, and you basically have just a beautiful array of all of our spirit through all of our classes. And then we also have mini lunchtime rallies where we go into depth with just like little tiny performances that focus on kind of some on-campus events during our like spirited months. So we're going to move on to clubs.
Yeah, so clubs are also a big part of the high school experience. Here at Aragon, we have 71 clubs. So there's a club for almost any interest, whether it be math, astrology, anything, there's most likely a club for it. And if not, you can also create your own club. So clubs will be just groups of students that will meet generally at lunch, 1 day a week. And generally the officers for that club, the student leaders will plan an agenda, they'll plan something to do, and you'll engage as a club in those interests. So club is a great way to not just explore your passion, meet new people. And yeah, so some of the ways you can find clubs is our club fair, which happens in August and January for beginning of every semester, where all the clubs will set up in a center courts at Aragon, and pretty much you'll be able to go around and see what clubs are available at Aragon and see what interests you. And again, as I said, you also have the opportunity to start your own club for your own interest if they're not already at Aragon. So another big aspect of Aragon is sports. We have a lot of student athletes here. We have 17 sports at Aragon, and there's all the 3 seasons: the fall, winter, and spring sports. And students, you can try out for any sport. Depending on the sport, there's generally a freshman level, JV level, and varsity level. And a part of that is going to maxpreps.com. You can see rosters, schedules, tryouts, merchandise, and all different information about sports. And for all of you, the 8th graders that are trying to try out for a fall sport, make sure to get your physical ASAP. And all information for about sports is on the Aragon website. Yeah, so here are the sports: fall sports, cross country, girls golf, girls tennis, girls volleyball, water polo, football, and sideline cheer. Winter sports is basketball, wrestling, soccer, competitive cheer, and again sideline cheer. And spring sports are badminton, baseball, softball, golf, lacrosse, swimming, tennis, track and field, volleyball. There's clearly a lot. This might seem overwhelming, but if you go back to their own website, there's also a lot of information on difficulty and trying out for each of these sports.
Okay, so if you're interested in things out in sports, Aragon also offers a lot of other extracurriculars. We have a fall musical and a spring play. This year we did And Then There Were None, which was sort of a horror-themed play. And then later we're going to do Legally Blonde. If you're interested in acting or just showing off your theater experience, we also have a tech theater program, and there's a lot that goes into these plays. So it's fun to be a part of or to watch. Either way, it's a great way to be involved in our community. So we also have leadership. If you're interested, leadership, we have a leadership program and a student council program. These are both great ways to learn how to be leaders in your school and to make decisions as a representative of the student body. So more specifically about leadership, we have 3 leadership classes. In each one, we all contribute to our school-wide events, and mainly just to make the student body enjoy their experience. And also, we hold both traditional and new made-up events. But the main purpose of leadership is to build our school's culture, celebrate Aragon's community, and show different aspects of all the student body. We connect with the school to make everybody feel like they're a part of the school, and everybody is included. And obviously we plan all our events, and what's very important is it's the students planning events for students. So obviously we get the student point of view, and we're making things for everybody to enjoy from a student point of view.
Okay, so if you're interested in leaderships, we have an application link on the screen right now. So bit.ly/incoming AHS lead app 22s. You can find this website on the Aragon website. You click onto our schools and then prospective and incoming students. Scroll to the bottom of the page for the leadership app, and then the instructions are very clear on that. You guys fill it out, and we'll contact you back once you have filled out that application.
Excellent. And Ben, just to add to the leadership application, so if you are interested in enrolling in the leadership class and planning events for our community and learning how to be a leader, you're going to fill out the application, and we start looking at applications for incoming 9s on the first full week of March. So you want to get those applications in as quickly as possible. Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, Miss Brina. Okay. So we also have class council. Ava touched on this briefly, but class councils, if you are interested in class councils, what class council does is they're elected officers that will serve your class. So for you guys, it'll be the class of 2026. Class council conducts class fundraisers, and using the money they fundraise, they can plan future class activities, class spirit gear, and they also can plan class bonding activities. Class council is an incredible opportunity for you to get extremely involved within the Aragon community. And we highly recommend it if you're interested in student government and serving the community. Class council elections will be during the fall of 2022, so you do not need to apply for those just yet. And once you do come to Aragon, we will make sure to publicize it so you guys know when you can run for class council elections. Other things that they do are they plan town halls, so they focus on giving students a voice. Overall, great opportunity if you want to get involved.
Excellent. Yes. So get involved through leadership or get involved as a representative of class councils. So like we said, we're going to post this video on the Aragon website under our school and then under prospective and incoming students. But we've linked here some of the videos to give you a sense of what kind of community you're coming into. Our Halloween rally is always a huge tradition. It's a favorite because all the departments dress up in theme, and then we compete for student votes. English team lost this year. I'm very sad. We also have our last lip dub that we did. This is all pre-pandemic. We also have like our staffalty, besides TikTok dances that were mentioned before, we have staffalty reading mean tweets or Aragon talking about our favorite memories. So sometimes, as a parent or as a kid who hasn't been on our campus yet, because we weren't allowed to have shadowing days back in October, this gives you kind of an idea of what our community looks like if you haven't yet stepped foot onto our community. Make sure that you prep your wardrobe for some red and black. We wear red and black on Fridays. And please mark your calendars for August 5th, because this is the best day for your student to first start their transition to Aragon High School. So August 5th is the day that you do not want to miss. All my freshmen who miss this day always say, it feels like everyone knows what they're doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. And I said, oh yeah, you missed orientation, huh? Because orientation day is such a crucial day for that first transition to our school and to our community and to getting to know kids from other schools. So you want to make sure, tell your family, your guardians, tell them to mark August 5th down on the calendar. Okay, so again, this presentation will be linked for you on the Aragon website, so you can go back and look at the videos. You can get the bit.ly for the leadership application if you're interested in joining leadership or AVID or any of the other things that we've spoken about. And we are so excited to welcome you here to Aragon. We know you're going to have a great time, have a great experience, and we're really excited to connecting you to the community. Thanks so much, and we'll be here in just a second. We'll be answering some questions that you have. So if there's anything that I've said or Ben has said or any of our ASB officers or anything that you heard earlier from our counselors or from our AVID team, stay put and you can put your question either in the chat or you can ask it in just a sec and we will be able to answer for you. All right, thanks so much. Bye.